Has your doctor told you that you need neck surgery? I had neck surgery 8 years ago, and I had a floor level on my neck. My neck was so bad that my doctor said it looked like a 98-year-old neck, and I was pretty young when I had it. So he said I was born with it, but I never had any symptoms until about 3 years prior to when I had the surgery, and I held off getting it done because I did not want spine surgery at all. But the pain got so bad, my arms were tingling, I couldn't feel certain my legs, it was getting bad. It was really bad. So I was forced into getting the surgery. But if you're needing surgery, and here is a few things that I have found that was very helpful pre-surgery. I can do another video on post-surgery because that's a whole different ball game for sure. Now, if I was choosing a new career and I was smart enough, I would be a neurologist for sure. I chose a neurologist to do my surgery. There is other doctors that do them, but I chose a neurologist because you're messing with nerves as well in your body. So yeah, in your head and everything. You should see some of the things they hook up to you and the positions. I can do another video on that. And the positions that they put you in when you're in the surgery is mind-blowing. So we'll just do the pre-surgery of right before you go in, like a couple of days before you go into your surgery. You'll get your packet and they'll tell you what to prepare for getting that surgery. That packet does not prepare you for the surgery at all. There's a few things that I learned, and I'm going to get to my point, I promise. So one of the first things is to get, and this is just me, I had a lot of problems after surgery of swallowing. And you might have that, you might not. But popsicles are going to be your new best friend. It's almost like tonsillitis when you get your tonsils out. Ice and popsicles. Sugar-free. Don't get the sugar ones. The sugar-free taste exactly the same, or you can make your own. Don't get a toothache of some kind eating all of those sugar popsicles. I'm being your mom right now. But those are going to be your best friend. Now, I didn't have to take any pain medicine. The pain I was having stopped as soon as I had surgery, as soon as I got out. The only pain I was having was because of the actual surgery. And the position they put you in, your shoulder blades, are going to be in a lot of pain for a couple of days. Yes. And my particular case was a little bit different than the normal case. I was in the hospital for 6 days. So the swallowing thing was a real issue with me. Plus, I was probably 70 pounds heavier when I got the surgery. So I had sleep apnea. I have all kinds of things going on at the time. And all those combinations of that was not good. So, but I eventually did heal my throat issues, but it took about 6 weeks of the throat issues going on that I could hardly swallow. So popsicles were my best friend. The Back Buddy, there is a thing, you can go on Amazon and just type in Back Buddy, will be your best friend. It's almost like it's like a contraption that you put, it's like a pole with balls on the end of that pole, and you massage your shoulder blades after surgery with this. And you're going to need that for sure to get through this. And then ice packs, like a whole back ice pack, depending on where you have your surgery on your spine. But I'm just talking about neck surgery. One of those neck ones and the whole back ice pack is going to be your best friend for sure. Now, I had to wear a neck brace. Your doctor may not prescribe that after surgery. I've seen other doctors do that. You will have a love-hate relationship with this thing. Absolutely. One other thing is I rented a recliner, one of those ones that it kind of has the remote, not a remote, it's the automatic recliners that kind of lift you up, like for the older people that lifts you out of your chair. I rented one of those. It was pretty fancy, but I rented one of those for a month from Rent-A-Center, and then I returned it after I recovered and I was able. But I slept in that the first 3 or 4 weeks. I slept in that thing because what's going to happen is the doctor's going to tell you that you cannot use pillows, and I'm all about pillows, and that's probably why my neck's so bad, is because I have to have at least 2 pillows when I sleep. And I'm still flat, like laying flat, but I just have to have that extra support there. Sometimes I have 3 depending on the situation. But anyway, so I had to be up, like, with that neck brace. And you can't lay, I'm a side sleeper, you can't lay on your side when you are when you have that neck brace, or it's going to cut off the circulation in your neck, and that's not a good situation. Warning. This is a trigger warning. When you get out of surgery, you will have a they call it, where they drain the blood. It's like a hose that will come out of your neck, and it's hooked up inside your neck to take all that blood out. So basically it's a bag with a tube that you will have for a good 2 or 3 days. You'll have that. Don't freak out. Take a picture of it, post it, all that. You just survived something that is a major operation. Yeah. And then right before you go in to have your operation, you will have probably 2 IVs, one in one arm and one in the other one. One is for the nerve person, and then one is for the regular operation or whatever. But I actually came out of my operation, out of the anesthesia, screaming my head off. And I don't mean to scare everyone. This is just what happened to me. I was screaming all the way down the hall, trying to get me to my room. And I was not in a very good mood. And I'm not normally that kind of a person. Like, I don't like rage. But I was in a rage at the moment when I came out of there. Because the pain, I cannot describe it. It was the worst pain, worse than childbirth, that I have ever felt. It actually knocked me out. That's how, when you're in that much pain, it knocks you out. It actually did that to me. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, because if you need this surgery, then you need to get this surgery. And I haven't regretted it since. It's been 8 years, and my neck, it's weird. The pain, if I have any pain, it's in the other extremities. It's never in my neck, ever. And I have mobility in my neck. People say that you're not going to be able to be mobile with your neck. It's going to be all stiff and everything. But that's what that neck brace was for. The neck brace was for stability, and also the love-hate relationship that I had with it, because I actually started loving it, because it actually helped. Because when you come out of there, your neck almost feels like a bobblehead, and you don't want that bobblehead. It's almost like an infant. You feel like you just reborn all over again. But you'll feel wonderful. Hopefully you'll feel wonderful when you come out of it, because I know I did. I didn't have any pains going up my arms or anything like that. But it's been almost 9 years. And they usually say that after 5 years that you're going to have to redo the surgery and all that. But I haven't run into that. So I've been very, very, very lucky and very blessed. So if you guys have any questions and you want some more information, I guess I'll do a video on the post part of what. But just get those supplies. That's your main thing. Popsicles, ice, more ice. Get an ice bag. If you don't have an ice machine, get ice. That is going to be your friend. Talk to you later.